Yeah. It's one of those things where if you don't pick it, you gotta ban it. I think you gotta, there's a lot of potential, and banning everything that he complement or Angela goes well with, which is almost everything. So it's a very difficult situation. We've seen just how powerful it is. So I do like it, right? But I don't know if Red Giants was gonna actually pick it up in the end, but it's definitely something to think about, right? It forces the enemy team to ban something.
Your team is picking.
I mean, like, that I'm quoting caller, don't fix what's not broken, just giving Super Red his Claude is the win condition, one of the biggest win conditions for the side of Red Giants. And also another that personally, like, it's worse than Angela Ling.
By a bird call, I was meant to
it works. But now you got the Franco on the other end. You need a little bit of control. I like that pickup. So, good pickup by RSG.
See value in me?
Your team
You should.
I think something that's really terrifying if you pair Angela with a tanky jungler like Fredrid or Boxia, like become unkillable. And there was one point in MPL MY that was a thing, and I was casting that, and I got so upset because I was predicting a kill but did not happen. But I think RSG, they're switching it up. Fred could be flexed either way, and I say that Light's Franco is to be respected and feared. And overall, because they picked that up, Red Giants gets to lock in ZQT's Valentina.
Interesting that they would allow that, right? I don't know. I mean, it's not something that you pick up against as a counter pick against Claude, so it kind of sets themselves up. But now you got the Kufra here. It deals with Franco in a way. You have, he's going to be standing still with the Bloody Hunt and everything. So I do see the merit of it. Plus, it does have a lot of control. And you need that initiator. So very powerful in that sense. Very strong in that sense.
Yep. Picking up the Farsa, I'm not sure if you really want to play that into Valentina, because another one of ZQT's signature pick is the base Farsa. But I think for Aqua, it's just really like comfort across the board. You're sticking to it. It's really great combo with the Franco. You land the hook, you burst them down. I think that's the name of the game for RSG.
Yeah, but picking that into the Valentina, I mean, I don't know. I struggle with that. I mean, if you can make it work, yes, but you're sitting duck, and at times Valentina can be a better Farsa than Farsa herself. So this will be very interesting.
I mean, just the battle of Feather Airstrikes. Fun fact, that was the first hero I ever main in MLBB as of yet. But of course, we continue towards the bans. Yep, it was my first hero. I don't know why, but I was just like so in love with the amount of damage. That's a bit like kind of like a psycho way of saying it, but anyways, they ban out the Uranus, and RSG going to be respecting Skies, banning out Hayabusa as well as Lancelot. I think just respect for Skies, a really solid like assassin player. So here's the time. Come on, Skies, just like show us like new assassin picks. I want to see it, please.
Yeah, we need to see something new. I think it's. I mean, RSG, a lot of respect here, right? The Lancelot and the Hayabusa, like a lot of it going into Red Giants, because you could do quite a bit. But this carry ban, that's the first one we've seen of the day. Your thoughts on that one?
I think overall, like, carry is a huge like pain to deal with. I mean, like, we'll be able to burst down Kufra. I think like Super Red should be able to handle, but I don't think they want to risk for giving Eman like one of his best heroes towards the later stages of the game. I don't think they want to give that sort of potential. They rather deal with his Beatrix, as sad as that to say. But I think overall, I think it's just maybe Red Giants, they also intend to maybe play for a tank jungler. Skies could be just juking us and, getting RSG to ban all these assassins.
Yeah, it could be, but I mean, I don't know what else they would do. Oh, the Tursla. Okay, all right. I like that.
Ooh.
All right.
A lot too. I mean, just like so many ways of comboing it, right?
You've got combos galore. You have a lot of control. It's going to be interesting to see, like, because obviously you have the Farsa for the damage, but the Turisla will probably be more damage dealing. But you gotta make sure you figure out, like, these are three beefy boys that nobody really wants to deal with from Yudo.
Yep, I mean, in the end, it's like the setup from Nuts, Panty Zone, you can pair it up any way with the Feather Air. Like, Aqua has a huge target on his back, and Gojet's just going for Edith. I wonder if he just can go for it, but Skies, oh my word, going for Martis. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you wanted damage, you wanted some melee, somebody to kind of stand in front. I think that's the right way. I really, again, we saw the Edith Goges in the last game. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that. Just a lot of control, damage, everything that you kind of want. But now Demon Kite going for the, what was it? The Beatrix, the last pick.
Yeah, I think like all reliable at this point. I see like Eman, like, you know, he played this hero like many times. We've seen this overall like really solid performance in MPL, but I think it's really going to come down to how you do is and whether RSG now with, I would say I do like this adjustment in terms of their draft. Like, as you say, a lot of beefy boys to deal with.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know, to be honest. I like the beefy boy draft. I think it's somewhat easier to play as you just like run at people, you get the nice hooks, and then just kind of like let everybody just combo on top of them. But at the same time, I feel like Yudo Red Giants, they have a very well balanced draft. Like I'm kind of, I really like the Edith with them. I think they play quite well together, and then you have the Kufa to kind of set things up a little bit. You have a lot of potential from this one. This is not an easy game.
Definitely, and we see for the RSG page, it's very clear who are their core damage, going to be the Farsa as well, the Beatrix. So they have really big targets on their heads, and it's really up to how they're able to like match Yudo's tempo, because overall I think like I expect a lot of early game aggression. That Edith from Gojes is already a sign to what's to come in our second game. Yudo Red Giants, now this would be match point for them. Can RSG pull back a win?
We're gonna have to hope so. We want this to go to game 3, right? I think that's the only way, the only avenue of attack. This is all scripted, right? No, I'm just kidding. But as we go into this one, this is of course going to be game 2. There's a lot at stake on this one. Does Yudo Red Giants, do they just give them the 2-0 shutout and move on? Or does RSG PH actually come back after somewhat of a lackluster game 1? This is going to be an interesting game as we go into the second game here.
I do hope so, because like RSG PH, definitely one of my favorite teams when watching MPL PH. Yeah, big fan ever since MSC. So anyways, as a Malaysian as well, I'm always vouching for our Malaysian representatives. We want them to go far in this Snapdragon Pro Series, and I feel like my hands are a bit tied here, Holler.
Why? Because your heart is with one team and then your brain is with another, or like, you know, I mean, I'm assuming your heart is with Yudo, but your brain is telling you RSGPH as the prediction?
I mean, like for me, when I'm casting, when I'm looking at all these teams, admiring them, it's like I feel like my heart is split into two. Like all like theory, all the analysis is just out the window.
Okay. All right. But a bit of a hiccup right now. We're gonna just pause the action, so to speak. But we'll get started very quickly. Mind you, it's just a tech pause. Things are just maybe just needs to. He's doing tech support like I do right there. You see that? He just like unplugged it, and plugged it back in. Like that's usually how it works, right? No.
Just turning it off, turning it back on. Is that enough to fix this bug? I mean, like I'm not the tech person. You are, Holler.
No, that's how it would help you, right? If you ever had a tech issue, I would just tell you to turn it off and back on. And if that doesn't work, then I can't help you.
You sound like my IT guy in my office. Is just like, have you tried turning it off? Have you remembered to clear cache? Have you like switched the router on and off again?
No,
so usually
he's
I
absolutely correct.
And tell like, do all that, imagine like I'm still having issues.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, I always used to say it's not a tech problem; it's a personal problem.
Oh, so you say we have issues, huh? We
Yes.
don't know any better because we are. I just, I have a business degree while you're a tech guy, huh?
I'm actually not a real tech guy, for the record, but I have helped people like that. I've done tech support with my own mom, and I have to say that was probably one of the most miserable experiences ever.
Oh no.
Yeah. Have you ever helped? Like, I tried to help my mom. Yeah. I was trying to help her. I was trying to help her set up a Zoom account on her computer, and that was very painful. Like, she just didn't get it. Like, what do you mean I have to click here? Or what I have to what? I have to open an ID. I have to create an account. How do I do that? What do I do? What email? Like, what's going? Like, I have to show everything, and very difficult situation. I don't know if you've done that with your parents.
Oh no, I would say my parents easily could be even more tech savvy than I am. I mean, my dad is I think I got my love for gaming from him. Like, he's all about Star Wars, on his PS4, and he also does play a fair bit of mobile gaming as well. So I get it from him. Shout out to you, Dad.
Okay, all right. I think you just in a very sly way, I think you made fun of my own mom by calling her a boomer, but because she's not into Star Wars.
My dad is old, but he's always a kid at heart.
No, gamers are, you got respect from me, right? I think gaming surpasses any sort of age and all that. So if he's a gamer, he's cool in my book. So that's good to know, because especially since he it doesn't come to you for tech support, so that's a win in your book, right?
Yeah, I mean, anything he wants to fix on his own, he's quite a handyman. He does everything around the house, fixing it's a leaking pipe or anything. He does it on his own. It's kind of that solitary dude who doesn't talk very much, but knows what he's doing. Very quiet guy, but he can get pretty loud when he's on a loose streak.
Does he have gamer rage? Does he throw things or anything?
Of course.
Or is he just kidding?
Of course. I mean, he doesn't cuss when we were young, when, we were all kids and all. But a big part of my childhood is just watching my brothers, my dad play a series of games. And I would just watch. I mean, kind of way, now I'm a commentator. Okay, I hope I live up to their expectations.
Well, that's interesting. I'm sure that they're probably envious of you in a way, right? In the fact that I'm sure that they wanted to get involved in gaming in some way, but seeing you do it, I'm sure that they're very proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get to game much because, I could only watch. They wouldn't give me the controller. For goodness sake, I could only watch. And right now I'm just watching these pro players on stage doing their stuff and making these incredible plays, which I wish I can do too.
Yeah, for sure. I see it too, and I'm like, man, if I had, if I was their age and able to play the game, 12 hours of the day, I'd be kind of good at this game too. But, unfortunately, I'm not, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay.
For everyone in the audience, basically every caster backstory is I'm not good enough to be a pro player, so I'm just going to shout at the screen and act like I'm know-it-all, and basically we know exactly how the players should be playing it. But hey, we're not the players. We don't know what's going inside their head. They have to consider various factors, map awareness, drafting, the gameplay. I mean, that's why they have coaches and analysts designated to help them. But once they're in game, it's a whole mental thing, Holler.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, jokes aside, the level of stress that these guys need to go into and making sure that everything's perfect is obviously, it's huge, right? There's a level of, coordination, communication, camaraderie. Being a pro player is not easy, right? And I have to give props where props are due, especially to these people. I mean, at the end of the day, they are doing something that, we can only imagine doing, right? And getting to this level and being at that high level for a consistent amount of time is definitely not something that, you can do on a like on an easy basis. Like they've all earned it, right? They're here for a reason. And getting to this level and getting into a position to hopefully make the playoffs for this weekend is a whole nother story.
I mean, there are athletes, as much as everyone's saying like, oh, esports not an actual sport. It's like, try, like I say, gaming, like practicing for 12 hours straight. That's like a lot of like physical, mental willpower you have to go through. And everyone is expecting you to perform at peak performance every single day. And I don't think I can handle that pressure. I can't handle that pressure in my ranked games.
I can handle it. Put me in, coach. Let me know. Come find me and I'll play on your team. If you ever need a good, like, actually, I'm more of a marksman. I'm a marksman main, but I do roam. So I'm kind of flexible in that sense. So come at me, teams, huh?
I adjusted, basically. I started off mid and decide that even though, you know, as a secondary core, I feel like I'm too vulnerable. I have to rely on my to protect the backline. So slowly I stepped up, tried different roles. Slowly I'm now into roam and jungle because I want to make plays happen. I want to be able to be the win condition for the team. And sometimes when you're solo queue in rank, that's what you need to do to come on top. But of course, I'm more of a tank jungler. I can't play assassins. I would love to learn. I would love to learn from all these pro players. But yeah, that's just like me rambling a little bit about my gaming experience overall. And of course, yeah, Holler, you started gaming, I assume, really young. Well, for me, I only started gaming like, you know, properly a few years back.
Really? What was your first game?
Yeah. This is my first competitive game.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my first competitive game.
So how do you define competitive game then? Right?
It's like you're actually like lobbying against actual people and, you know, playing against them in real time. So that's, for me, that is competitive. Okay.
I think then in my case, and I'm going to age myself when I say this, is probably going to be StarCraft 1 then. That's the, I mean, I was gaming even before then, but playing people and, you know, online or whatever, I think, yeah, StarCraft 1 was the original for me.
Damn,
wow,
it's like I watched like I know I watched the gameplay. It's like, how do you manage like so many units at once? I think we're getting a bit sidetracked, but it's like the capacity you need to have to manage so many units like collectively all at once. And yeah, that's really cool stuff. And of course, everyone that's just joining in, we're so sorry. There are some technical issues we really want to resolve as soon as possible. Because yeah, we really want to get into these games. We feel like both me and Holler are kind of like sidetracking and just going off a ram about childhood experience with gaming and esports. I mean, share your thoughts in the comments. Like, how do you feel about gaming and esports?
Well, I mean, tech pauses happen. There are definitely some tech issues. Let's be honest, nothing is perfect. And getting it right is super important, making sure that everybody's playing on a level field, if it's, you know, audio or gameplay or whatever it is. I'm not sure what exactly is the issue at this point. We can see some of them kind of playing under the table. So I don't know if there's some like black box or something that's, you know, whatever it is, but things are not working 100% as it should be right now.
Yep, everyone stay in tight. I think overall seems sums up from Uderet Giants. Let's look over in terms of RSGPH. Is it thumbs up from your side as well?
Well, if it looks like one of them has fallen asleep, so I don't know.
Who's fallen asleep?
I don't know. He had his head down. I couldn't see, but nonetheless, I think that we're gonna get into this one, which is important, right? Because it's one thing for Uderet Giants to win that one, but motivation and momentum are things, right? The fact that that was a bit of a long tech pause kind of puts a damper on some of them, right? Do they need to warm up again and get themselves back in it? But this is going to be, of course, Game 2, third series of the day. Uderet Giants up 1-0 against RSGPH.
Yep, instantly you never expect that you do it, Giants forcing RSGPH in the corner. It's now RSG's time to shine and show them that they still have what it takes.
They better. I mean, RSGPH need a bounce back. This is it, right? Like, I don't think anyone wants to be on the losing side or whatever, but this is definitely a situation that they need to improve on, right? They need to. They were leading in the last one. They did a good job of the laning, but then the wheels kind of fell apart in the end. So I'm hoping that RSGPH bounce back.
Yeah, I think having a good amount of flexibility, but right, going on towards Pancake, thank goodness it's just Pancake in this case. He'll be able to get out in safety, A-okay.
Yeah, if anything, it just provided a little bit of vision, just kind of showed where he was. But Pancake kind of, is one of those things where you need to know where everybody else is. And getting vision on the enemy team, super important, especially against somebody like Light, who likes to be on the enemy side and just looking for steals or whatever it is, just being a nuisance. And Pancake is going to get back to safety.
Yep, I think just earlier on we saw that like Tree rotated on to Super Red, but I think they're just dropping the idea because the turtle, the first objective of the game is up. Not going to be heavily focused down.
And that's going to be it. Skies will take that one. That's a nice kill.
Yeah, Jessamine just to finish up. First blood falls into hands. First blood drawn by Red Giants.
So in that kill, I like the fact that Red Giants, what have they done? They turned that into a turtle. It's an objective. Demon Kite realizes that, hey, we can't actually do this. I'm going to work on my Fenrir so I don't give up everything. And the Feathered Airstrike used just to kind of potentially snipe it out, but that's going to be a little too late.
Yeah, like Sky is just being able to take a really good start for Red Giants as of yet. But I think RSGPH with the adjustments, they definitely have ways back into this. They're not far behind yet. I mean, just the goalie is quite negligible.
Yeah, it's 50-50, RSG. But one thing that you've noticed is that from the first game to this game, that RSGPH are playing a little bit more passively. They're not invading the enemy jungle. They're not being, difficult like Light was in the last game. But they're trying to, prioritize for some of their heroes like Aqua. But as I say that, Light, he's getting terrified. Oh, he's going to flicker. He gets to safety. And the Feathered Airstrike will be stopped. And okay, there we go. That's the real one, excuse me. So they're going to do some damage here, and it looks like they're going to back off.
Yep, we're seeing double, and Zach Cutie was the first to pop the Feather Strike, securing the kill for himself. Overall, they are really pushing the issue, as you would say, against RSGPH. And I would say RSGPH, they're just adjusting. They can't play as aggressively as they want. They got the right tools. Ooh!
Yeah, they've got Demon Kite, though. They had the nice little knockup. They had the control, and Red Giants come out the victors, and they're up 2-0, continuing on with that momentum of the last game.
I saw Demon's Kite live flash before eyes for Sky's just securing it with Decimate. As easy as that. And Aqua, I think, just reviving the Feather Strike just easily to be stolen by Zakyuki. But suppression comes through, and they take Pancake. Man.
Pancake got squished. No real chance there. That's exactly what you wanted as RSGPH. Get that kill. Make sure that you make them pay, so to speak.
I guess that's how RSG likes their flapjacks. Flat like a pancake.
I see what you did there.
I'm bad. I know. It's like, I gotta stop with the dad jokes.
All good. It's all good as they go in for this one, but Demon Kite's been killed. Skies will take that one. Nats has to flicker just to keep himself alive. Seki's Skies is sticking around. Goges is looking for the shot. Not able to do it, but it looks like it's going to be a free turtle going the way of Red Giants.
Again, Sky is just being able to secure these objectives as well as kill 3-0 on this Martis. Very ideal game from him. Just trying to get anything, catch anyone, but Pancake is here to zone him out of his original position.
Yeah, they're going to be zoned out, but now Aqua sticking in the middle, mid lane, just trying to get as much farm as possible. You need a little bit more damage. You're definitely not there at this stage. But now Red Giants, I mean, they're up 1.4. They've been doing quite well in that sense, but 3-1. And the next one is going to be the turtle in about 90 seconds.
I'm not seeing those wombo combos you expect from the side nuts comboing with Aqua. I think that's the only way you can play around with it. Skies going in.
Skies. Start charge. Numerous Pageant that's going to do a little bit of work. Pancake's getting a little bit low. The Assure Aura just relocates them. But man, that was like a Marvel movie. Everybody fighting, no one dying.
Right, like just bullets pelting left and right. Goja's ult has already been utilized. Nuts is in the safety of his turret. Goja's won't be able to kill him. I think Nuts like just a lot of regen on this Trista. Definitely not an easy lane opponent.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And I mean, it's still up in the air, right? In terms of how they want to play this one out. Red Giants, though, have been kind of sticking together a bit. I mean, they have all the turrets that are still up, which is pretty commendable from them. I mean, from both sides, right? But we're forcing the action in the bottom lane, and looks like still teams are pretty neck and neck at this stage.
I mean, ideally, RSG secured their first turret of the game, considering they're losing out on objectives as of now. Pancake just scouting things out, like not quite landing
the bloody hunts. They got Aqua. They've got him locked in. That's most of the damage. The Blazing Duet. Skies is on the run. He gets knocked up. Assure Aura just kind of throwing him back in. But now, are they going to get him in return? They get the bloody hunt. Pancake goes back in. Nice Titan's Revenge. He goes for the team. He goes for it, and he looks like they've got Demon Kite Super Red on the run. They do got him, and they got Light as well. But Goja's getting a little bit low, and Iman will not go for it. Red Giants playing the game to the limit.
I would call that a little low. I would say very low from Gojas, but he's gonna be a-okay. Just like escaping with his like skin on his teeth. But overall, Red Giants churning that around. The fact that RSG blends the blood with Skies but gets nothing for it.
Nothing at all. But Red Giants, they will take their third turtle, and that's going to be huge for them. Now they've got a bit of a sizable lead. 3.3, Titan's Revenge, a little off the mark. He's going to be left for dead. Pancake going in. Ham, Flicker, he's got the bouncy ball. He's going to try to run away. Aqua trying to go for the feathered airstrike, does have it. They do at least get something. Pancake, who went a little too deep. Zach is going to recall back to safety.
He's biding time. I think RSG is sensing that Zach QT might still be.
Oh, Zach, what are you doing,
but
my
he's going
friend?
for it. Really aggressive. What are you doing?
Okay. I think there was a little bit of feeding in that one. That was a very suspect call. I don't know why you would not go back, but they tried to protect the T1. Now they've got onward, but the feathered airstrike, and it looks like when it rains, it pours, and this is what happens with inexperienced teams, right? It's you make one mistake, and then one compounds, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and now RSGPH back in the game, only down 1.4.
Nah. Hear me out. Zach QT is known to be a really aggressive mid laner. So these aggressive plays are he's RPH can punish them. But I felt like he was scared he was gonna get caught out. He say, okay, myself like take them by surprise. At least I die, I trade. But that was not the case. He overestimated the amount of damage that he had.
Yeah, overestimated, but just getting out of position. But they found, oh, Nath, no chance. He gets blown up and like blind walked into that bush, so to speak. No real chance. They made him pay for that one, and Red Giants makes him pay really hard, actually, especially since 12 more seconds, and now the Lord is going to be up.
I don't think I see a single penalty. So
they go for this. They got the bloody hunt. They got him locked in. Just no real way to get away. Zach has got something in return, so that's not the worst thing. But they trade the T2. Is that an even trade?
They are working on the Lord.
Okay, they got something. That's the Lord. Demon Kite going to be used. The feathered airstrikes. Skies is going in for this. Pancake as well, but he's going to be left for dead, I think. He's taking a lot of damage. He's tanky, but oh, not that tanky. Demon Kite is going to slice and dice him. Aqua gets to safety. The stolen feathered airstrike is going to zone everybody away, and Red Giants strike back.
I'm seeing numbers because like I would see the appraisers now not quite connecting. Oh, Skies, if be able to dodge that fairly well. Light, fortunately, not able to land those really important hooks on towards the cores of Red Giants.
Yeah, on the Franco, you got to make your hooks. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to hit all of them. I don't expect that. But as an Asian dad, I do expect about 98% of them to be hitting.
If Franco in Palps is able to land 98%, I'd be shaking to my boots, and this is a hero that you should always ban. But again, Light, we know him, like we all know and love Light, and this is a hero that he really pops up. Unfortunately, Red Giants, I think they may be reading them like a book as of now, which is really surprising.
Yeah, he's reading them like a book, but look at this. Red Giants have stuck to this very well. They've done this objective-based gaming. They've got onwards. They throw back Goges. He throws the Earth Shatter. They found Demon Kite, who's kind of tanky at this point, taking a decent amount of damage. Aqua uses the Feathered Airstrike to kind of help support, but again, no follow-up. Okay, here's the conceal. Light trying to... Okay, he's not going to go for this.
No. Yeah, no. I think Red Giants, like, game sense, at this point, they're backing off. And it's just see, this Martis is the only damaged item is Hunter Strike. The rest is going full tank, which might be really good in this situation because he has to ensure that he tanks the Bloody Hunt.
The hook is a little up the mark. Demon Kite is already at half. He's getting a little bit low. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used. Demon Kite has been killed. Nats has been killed as well, and Goges is going at it. Light has been removed as well, and Super Red is getting almost Super Saiyan. He's 305. They're going to be looking to push. This is the T2.
Yep, just push straight in, but they still have to be careful. RSG has really good high ground defense with Eman as well as Aqua. The Feather Airstrike is still a really good way to deter them away. And RSG, they're just going to clear out their camps, go for the objective place, secure the Lord if they can, because right now, RSG PH, I never thought I'd see this. They're back in towards the corner. They're such an aggressive team.
They are, and again, they were not playing like, they were in game one and other games, right? That, like, it seemed like game one had really affected them and their strategy and how they wanted to take this one out, because that, it's a very different play style. They're playing very reactionary and they're playing very cautiously. And Red Giants being aggressive, having the team fight composition that they want, and have been able to choose whatever fight that they want.
Here's the thing, like, we're so used to seeing Nuts like win out against his lane. That's how he is. That's not that we all know. And
the Tyrant's revenge with the flicker. They found him with the onward. They've got Demon Kite and he's going to be killed. Nibiru's passion is going to be used just to zone them away, but they've lost one. It's going to be 4 versus 5. Who takes the Lord? Skies will take that one. Zach is looking to go in for this. He goes ham. He gets the knockoff as well. Light is going to be killed. Skies is going to make him pay, and they've made him pay. They've gotten the Lord. They've gotten exactly what they want, as well as 2 members of RSGPH.
They got the hook onto Zach. He has no Purify. He still had Bloody Hunt even as he died. I'm really questioning this right now. Ooh.
Oh, perfect disengage, right? You force out the Feathered Airstrike from Aqua. They use it, and they're like, all right, we're gonna zip on out of that. We got out. Now it's on cooldown. Now you have the Lord. How are you gonna deal with this one?
They're just pushing in.
Oh, the nice 2-man! Tyrant's Revenge is on point. Email gets blown up. That is an opening. That's what you want from Pancake. He's making plays. Oh, the Feathered Airstrike. Oh, and Pancake. Okay, he does die. Nats will kill him. So you got something, but that was a sick engagement by Pancake there.
Like, Pancake making the plays. Nuts. You're Nuts 10. You hope you would be. Ooh, penalty zone used defensively to get out there.
He's staying alive. He's sticking around, but the T3s have fallen. You are running out of time and space, and Red Giants are on point. Oh, nice hookup, but it's going to be on the Edith. The Goges, he has to flicker. He's going to try to get out. That's going to be the first life. He's going to back off now. Iman is back up. Now they need to be careful. The Red Giants need to run. They're going to be left for dead, and it looks like Skies is going to be killed. You got something, and you got Zach as well.
Yep, instantly RSGPH, as I mentioned, you have to be careful about the high ground defense that they have, like, packed in that Feather Airstrike, and instantly, like, yes, Red Giants clears out all the inhibitors. Like, let's look in terms of the GOAT leaderboard. Like, Eman is actually forming up, like, fairly close against Super Red. Super Red's still in the lead, but man, that Beatrix still packs a punch.
Yeah, still packs a punch, but it's still a situation where can he stay alive? He needs to be safe. right? You need to be staying away. If he gets focused, that's all your damage, everything, all of your eggs in that one basket. E-Man died one time already, and you know the team had almost crumbled at this point. And seeing as that the base is wide open, there are 0 T3s even alive. RSGPH are on a knife's edge.
This is a really fine balance. We have seen RSGPH like come back from situations like this, but they gotta play this like extremely meticulous. They gotta find a big catch, nuts. It's all onto them.
I mean, it's gonna be like a huge mistake if you do Red Giants. They walk into some brush, unnecessarily, right, and they get caught out or whatever. It's a situation where that's like the only win condition, I would say, by RSGPH, because somebody always has to go back and fix the lanes because every lane is pushing right now. So it's a very bad situation, and now the Lord is going to be up, making it even worse.
One of their main damage dealer is all the way at the base, ensuring that the minions don't crash. Remember, no infrastructures, their crystal is vulnerable.
It's vulnerable right now, and look at Aqua's not even there. The Lord is at half-life. Zach is sticking around. Who's gonna make the first commitment? Demon Kite's going in. The Earth Shatter, but Super Red takes the Lord, and that's gonna be it. And Demon Kite now is gonna be killed. Skies is gonna kill him. Light is gonna be next on that target list. Sekis is killing them out, but Iman is Marquis gonna fall in return, and Sekis is clean in house. Aqua is gonna be left for dead. Sekis is on a mad hunt. He's gonna look to kill him. He slices him down, slices him up, gets the Maniac. Nas is now running for his life, can't get over the wall. Zach is gonna do this, and it looks like with the Lord pushing the middle, this looks like it's gonna be the end. That's gonna be the first life for Nas. Do they get the second one? Not able to do it, but they're gonna back off here, wait for the minions, and that's gonna be GG going the way of Red Giants. Game 2, they do it, and they do it systematically.
I'm shaking in my boots because this was not the outcome I expected. Congratulations to you, the Red Giants, taking on RSGPH, one of the top contenders in their country.